before and our player to watch. We're almost ready to go. A good crowd here at Nickerson Field. A chilly, chilly night. Going to get down to potentially sub 30 as we're underway. One of the best clearing teams and one of the best riding teams in the NCAA. As BU going right to left, they'll start with possession. BU coming in 5-2, 2-1 to start off Patriot League play here in 2024. BU, a team with championship aspirations. They came up short in the semifinal of the Patriot League tournament last year. But as we know, one of the last times these teams...
Defense has to pay attention to so much when you're playing the Terriers.
Miles Lipton, first goal of the year. He's played in all 7. It hasn't found the back of the net. He does against the #1 team in the nation here today. As the Black Knights will get things settled. Perfetto's 23rd goal of the year. Now this is a big advantage for Army here at the Faceoff X. That's Will Coletti, All-American Fogo for the Black Knights. Gives them a significant advantage. He's over 60% on the year. BU pestering Army in the clear.
Crowd here at Nickerson Field fired up as well.
It's a great crowd on both sides. You've got a very large BU contingent, of course, and then just about 4 hours and change from here, West Point, New York. Not too bad of a trip by the Patriot League standards. And BU will take the face-off. Face-off battles even now. Army, 4 turnovers. BU's only caused 1 of them. 3 unforced errors for the Black Knights so far. As we mentioned, the face-off battle dead even. Pestering in the midfield was Ryan.
Making use of the space he has. Travellini just really rocking a 1 there.
Travellini, only his 3rd start and his 4th game played in this year. He's got 5 goals on the season now. In that time as well, Army threw the flag. Reese Burick's going to get a goal, the one that went barred down just now, and that'll be the first goal of the game for Army. They will start at midfield. So Army gets on the board with Reese Burick, who gets his first of the game. Army will take the face-off here with just over 2 minutes to go. Again, they'll put some time back on the clock as well. It'll be 2:20.
Well, in transition, right, getting that opportunity past Barnes. And now the game looks very, very different now going into the second.
Heading into the second quarter, thank you very much, Sasha. 4-2 your score, BU over Army. Jake Zimmer and Jack Hughes up here in the broadcast booth. We'll hear from Sasha throughout the game. This one scooped up by Will Coletti, All-American from the Faceoff X.
Right, Morrison going down. Army there with a real opportunity in those next couple minutes to really start firing back. BU holding their ground so far.
Matthew Fritz comes out for BU face-off, and it's won by Will Coletti. Eamon Murphy has it for Army.
Game. And with how they've been doing in the face-off circle, Army in as great a position as ever to potentially make a run.
Eicher, 21 goals and 33 points on the year now. As you mentioned at the top of our broadcast, Jack, he's had a tough go of it these past couple of years. Came in 2023 as one of the best players on the squad. Had
no dice.
Yeah, that was Ned Lynch and Ryan Nixon both trying to make a last-ditch play. They couldn't get to it. So 6-3, your scores. Roy Meyer collects the ground ball. He'll work backwards to Barnes. You employ the 10-man ride, and sometimes
expecting that one. And BU really doing a great job capitalizing on the error from Army in the clear.
The Army defense only allows 10 goals a game, just to tick over it. Terriers on pace to smash that, of course.
And again, a big part of that has been the Terriers keeping pace with Army in the face-off circle. When you, play hard for the clear, as hard as BU does, sometimes you get caught out of position if you do let up the clear. Army taking advantage of that there.
BU with a 3-goal advantage. Now they're well en route, 75%, and we have to be efficient in clearing the ball. He said those two things sound really basic, but they make it really difficult to win if we don't have one of those things. And so far, they're certainly lacking in the clearing department. Got to think this is a game that's told by how well Army responds. Does that trend continue, or do they clean it up on the clear? We'll see what happens here in the second half as Army in the black uniforms going left to right.
And just top shelf for Barnes.
It's a tough beat. He was unmarked, essentially. You can't leave a guy that has 21 goals on the year unmarked. It's a big save from Barnes, but the rebound collected by Fellows. Ball still loose. Barnes will finally get it. See what BU does on the clear here. 16 for 17.
A little too far over. Niedringhaus able to complete a return, get to the other side of the goal.
Niedringhaus was key in the last contest against these two. He scored the game winner before overtime at Mikey Stadium in West Point. As the Terriers come away with a face-off, it seems like a rarity. The Fogo trying to put it in, he does! Matthew Fritz puts it home. He wins the face-off, goes all the way down the field, and makes it 9-5 right past Matt Jess.
And those types of plays really give you some momentum here. The Terriers, Fritz just going in, number of Black Knights around him, taking a shot as he's falling. And Fritz very fired up.
It's Fritz's second goal of the year, only his third point. Gives BU a significant lift. Now their lead is 4 over Army. Ball trickles all the way into Army's attacking zone. And BU will finally come up with it. BU will roll out Dane DeGoler on the clear. Sort of been a...
A lot of credit to Case, as you said, very creative on the pass, getting him the angle and the opportunity to double up Army.
Well, Coletti with another face-off win. That's 64.6% coming into today. That puts him top 10 nationally in face-off percentage. Obviously for Army West Point after this.
Absolutely. I don't think Coach Alvarez obviously would have it any other way, As going back to what I mentioned earlier about always getting better, always challenging yourself as a team. Because if you want to make a deep run in the Patriot League tournament, in the NCAA tournament potentially, find one up. Again, has the accuracy to match the power there.
Coletti trying to take home another face-off, but Fritz pushes him over. They'll award a violation. And Army will be the beneficiaries.
This offense is firing on all cylinders. Army well equipped to make runs extremely quickly.
Gunnar Fellows, the sophomore, an excellent display there, getting past Matt Freeman, the sophomore defender. Here's Roy Meyer. He's going to wind up. The long pole just misses. Haven't seen Roy Meyer in too many offensive situations today, but that was certainly one he'll want back.
And Army trying really hard, especially in this fourth quarter, right, trying to push the Terriers back off of their angles. And Cade's doing a good job getting low so he can keep his angle over the pushing of Reynolds.
Coletti wins another faceoff. He's still his former mentor, now a fantastic coach, a former national champion at Yale as well. 6 minutes left to go. This one's getting tight. 11-8 as Army wins the faceoff.
Able to get one through.
It's the number one team in the nation for a reason. Their biggest strength from really any account from an opposing coach is their ability to possess the lacrosse ball. And a big lift goes to the All-American Will Coletti in that regard. 15 for 23 on the day. Came in among the nation's best.
Move. All right, you see Case, the excellent creativity coming in the clutch there.
Crowd. Now, Will Coletti has done an excellent job today of collecting 16 of the 24 faceoffs. There's probably none bigger than this one. And a clutch faceoff win as Army will get possession. They've got to move it here. Nixon fires. Barnes makes a save. BU has to be careful with what they do next now with a 4-goal lead. They're going to have to clear it. But Army's unrelenting in their ride. Roy Meyer finally saving the day for him. Getting it over.
Game long, right? The game of risk working out well for the Terriers.
Will Coletti takes the violation. Army hasn't scored less than 13 goals all year. And the last time they scored that little was against the UMass Minutemen to open up the year 13-12. They scored 15 a game